Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Playing World of Tanks. I'm AJ, and today we'll be looking at a game that I had in my AMX 50B, which is the French Tier 10 Heavy Tank. Now the AMX 50B is a very good tank. I call it the French Assassin. Like the Bad Chat, it is very mobile. It's one of the fastest heavy tanks in the game. Couple that with an autoloader that can be pretty accurate at range and pretty good up close as well. It's one of the best all-round tanks that you can get. Now, sorry for the hiatus. I have not been feeling so well. The office chair that I'm currently using is pretty old, and it's constantly giving me problems, and that's why I can't spend much time in front of the computer, because after spending maybe a couple of hours I start having backaches while sitting on this chair. So that's why I've not been putting up videos. Also, I've been sort of getting burned out on playing World of Tanks. I just needed a little break, go play something else. I've been playing War Thunder. I don't play tanks over there, I just play airplanes, and I've been enjoying it quite a lot. So but hopefully this week we should be back to regular scheduled programming. First of all, on this map, you always want to go north, regardless of whatever you're driving, unless you're a TD and you want to stay back in base and cover base, and that's about the only time I would suggest anybody to stay behind. About 3/4 of your team should be in here, brawling it out with you. I don't know why, but it seems to always work out this way. You can push through this south of the map really hard if you want to, but rarely have I seen that ever work out. Now 268 drives into the open and eats up 2 shells of mine for his efforts. Over here I still have 1 shot, so I was hoping that the 268 come out and take one from me, but I managed to put that one in the T-34 and back up and start a reload. Now, if you're watching how I'm playing, I'm hugging this ridge pretty closely, and that's because it's kind of a habit. Germany, when I play here, Germany already is in play, and they have pretty easy shots on most of this map, so it's good play on your behalf to be as close to this ridge as possible. It makes it problematic if there's more than one tank who's trying to come here, but that's how you'll stay already safe on this side. Over here, the gun elevation on the AMX 50B kind of disappoints me, and I was unable to finish off that T-34. DC is slow crawling T-95 in the middle, which is kind of like a really bad place for him to be in. And now I started noticing that the T-57 is actually firing at the Object 140, and so this is as good of a time as any to go in and finish both of the T-34 and the T-57 off before they can do further damage. At this point, I reload in another clip, and my aim was to actually take shots at the T-95 in the middle, seeing that he was the most obvious and the least likely target to fight back, and I have a better position than he does. But the thing is, my shot selection on that tank was pretty poor. I aimed low, that probably went in his tracks, which count as side armor. Since I'm firing from a higher position, I should have fired at his angled side, which would have actually penetrated and given me damage, but oh well, lesson learned. And before I can fire a 3rd shot, I back off. I really don't want to exchange shots with the T-95, especially when he's turned towards you. There's pretty much very few weak spots that the tank has, and none of them are easy to pin at range, so I just go and do something else. And that's what you should be doing. If you come across a tank that has the better position, then you just go do something else. I mean, there's no point in fighting somebody at a superior position unless you know you can make certain shots. Over here, I'm helping this E75, and at this point what I'm doing is I was hoping that the IS-7 fire on the E75 at some point, and I'm going to use that. I'm going to take advantage of the fact and try to take out tanks around him. But over here I played this really badly. I dispersed my damage between everybody who's here, which is not something that you want to do. I should have just either focused the T-32 or focused the IS-7. But I think since I went there and the initial target, the T-30 ran away, I just was not focused enough to take out one tank at that point. At this point, I see that there's enemies are surrounded and there's tanks moving in behind them. So instead of going behind the I-7 and T-32, what I do is I choose to ignore them at this point and go after the KV-4. The KV-4 tries his best to track me as I'm coming over this hill, but my tracks are relatively undamaged, so all he managed to do was just do damage to me. And unfortunately for me, he doesn't really have the health to survive a full clip from me, so from this point onwards, it's just a simple matter of cleaning up the Jak Panzeri 100. Which I pretty much, I think, managed to get 2 shots in. All in all, it was a 6k damage game. Pretty good, damage spread as far as my tank is concerned. And hopefully I made you excited to get one of these things. This week, hopefully I'll be grinding and getting my Yak Tiger back. And my Yak Panther 2, hopefully. And once I get those, I might upload some gameplay of both of them. So look forward to that, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode of Playing World of Tanks.
Ils sont touchés!